Actually, I did start YouTube. It ended itself. Oh well, it's on now. No, but I'm gonna try to. Especially after this stream too. Flag on. Clean for fighting. I can't believe it pulled a Venusaur already too. From evolving. That alt is not easy to pull. Blood Moon Ursaluna. Gorgeous hit for colorless. There's going to be a lot of hits by the end of this break. Be very good. Ooh. Spoiled the surprise on that one. I don't even know the last time I've seen that. Gold for grass. Not easy to pull. I scratched the top loader. Yeah, it's bugged, Shannon. I gotta look into that bug. The secret box. Grass starting out very strong too, but everything across the board has been pretty good already. We're just in the first stack. So how are you, all you beautiful people, doing this evening? Turbo pass. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate you. Just enjoying the big beautiful break. I feel you on that, dude. In my lack of sleep because I was in pain, I just played more zombies. And I'm getting really close to having like 2,000 kills on every gun. So then I can work for the higher level skins. Like the SMGs are almost done. Marksman rifles, I think I have one left. LMGs are done. Assault rifles will be the next one that I can sink my teeth into. Getting over a phlegmy cough. Nice. That sounds delicious. Metagross. Steel. Maybe tomorrow on the gaming stream we'll do only melee weapons. We'll just do like a melee build. Because you have to get 2,000 kills on melee weapons too. Just leave up weapons or your butt. That's what I completed first was melee, then did launchers, which was kind of rough. Yeah, but then you're left with fun stuff. Your daily was 200 kills with a pistol. Mine was just 200 kills with like a weapon out of a mystery box. Launchers, is it necessary to complete all of them? Like, is it 33 weapons in the game? Because I never did that math to get to like, because you have to get Opal on like however many weapons before you can do the next level. I did my round 100 calling card achievement. And I did that solo, which was crazy. I think to like get rid of the monotony, a couple times what I did was I had the gum that upgrades whatever gun you get out of the mystery box with a pack-a-punch. And then I would just use that weapon the entire time. And that knocked out a good chunk of a lot of the guns. The pistols are kind of fun, to be honest. I'm also about to be on Prestige 9 or 10. Which, the rewards they give you for 9 and 10 for Gobblegums on the Prestige is kind of garbage. I don't know why. I'll probably get the calling card for 50,000 kills with a triple pack-a-punch weapon too, like tomorrow if I stream on the gaming channel. Which I should. Hopefully I just feel better than I do now. There's 33 in the game. Well, I have the new shotgun, which is garbage. And the new sniper is good, but I haven't touched it yet. Getting the critical kills on the LR762 is going to be impossible. It's going to be like the worst thing ever. Because when you pack-a-punch it, it turns into just like the missile launcher. Just explodes everything. And none of those are critical kills. So you just have to grind it, not pack-a-punched. Probably like in directed mode. So it keeps spawning the same level of zombies. I did the round 100 solo on the new map with the sword, the light sword that recharges your armor. And then you get melee macchiato so it heals you on auto attacks. That was, I'm glad I did that now because I don't know if it works anymore. I think it still works, but it's tough. They've been just nerfing all of the solo 100 or high round strats. It's holding the game. I honestly decided to play zombies because of all the cheating going on in every other competitive game. So it's been a nice... Feels like they don't want people to get to high rounds. I mean, regular guns, triple pack-a-punched. I've done this multiple times, just naturally, not even trying to go high rounds. Around round like 40, maybe even 39, you just run out of ammo every round because your guns don't really do as much. Unless you have a wonder weapon, like a ray gun, the vacuum gun, or the one sniper that when pack-a-punch it just explodes. Otherwise, it's pretty rough. You gotta like buy ammo every round. The way to do it, dude, I'm telling you, is on the... You either have to have the vacuum gun, which has no ammo. It has infinite ammo, technically. Or you need to do the sword strat. And doing it solo is... It seems like it would be harder, but it has its plus and minuses. You're only getting one person worth of zombies versus doing it with someone else. And once one of you goes down, it's a downward spiral if you can't recover. There was a strat on Liberty Falls with the vacuum gun for solo high round, but it like didn't work. The way it was doing it in the video, I think they might have patched it. I'm just happy I got that done. I think there's a ridiculous one where it's like reach round 20 or 30 without taking damage at all. That'll be a fun one to go for. I know there's a challenge to get 50 melee kills without taking damage, which I might do that next stream. Do it with either like the drill or the bat or the knife, whatever melee weapon we'll be doing. I'll just focus on melee the entire time. It'll be pretty goofy. I'll have to run away from the big dudes because I'm pretty sure those will kill me. It's not hard either if you do, if you have, melee macchiato, if you got good perks, you got your pack a punch on your melee. And if you have Shroud, Shroud makes it really easy. You could probably get 50 kills in Shroud with like an insta-kill. Because you could take the perk that every time you get a melee kill, it extends it. Makes it really good. I don't know what ammo mod would be good for melee weapon. Maybe electric, because it'll stun everybody. Or freeze. Freeze would probably be good too. Keeps them from getting away if you're in Shroud. Oh, I'm almost done with shotguns too. Don't use slugs, because apparently they're just bugged, or like they were nerfed to a point where it's like the worst thing in the game. It makes your gun do like negative damage. Because as soon as I equipped that, I was like, what the hell is going on? I can't kill anything. More steel. There's already a big stack of hits, man. That should be doing the most damage. Not only that, but like it should give you a focused shot where like you can get headshots. Dragon's Breath is good, but it's bad if you're going for critical kills. I wish I didn't use Dragon's Breath when I first started, because I probably would have a lot more. I would have had it done already. The new shotgun is apparently hot garbage, and I've used it. It's pretty bad. So that one's like kind of optional to go for critical kills. The new sniper is really good. The frost wire, whatever it's called, will be pretty easy to. Ooh. And that is the first Zard of 2025. Is a gold Zard. Let's go. I'll take it. Gorgeous. And that is dark. Back-to-back hits. Fire. SQ. That is Derek. But yeah, if you're not going for critical kills, Chris, 100% Dragon's Breath is the way to go. You do so much more damage for no reason. There's also a really difficult challenge card, because I was trying to get a lot of these, like the calling cards done while there's double XP, because then you're just skyrocketing all of your experience. There's one of them where it's like, get alchemist metals, and that is killing zombies affected by 2 or more different elements, which I never got once, and I thought you could get it like naturally. You can't. You have to use, I guess the method that people are using for it, you group up a bunch of zombies, throw down a shock charge, and then a molly, and then you get alchemist. But it's like, tier 1 is do it 25 times. And I don't think that number goes down when you go up the tiers. So I don't know, like, what they expect people to do for that. That's going to take a very long time. There's another one that I'm working on to kill all 50 mystery packs. Yep. It'll be the first thing open Friday before breaks. Glamora fighting. Pyroar. It's a clean card. I'm just going to preemptively... I guess I could wait a little bit. Brado, thank you. Right. Thank you for that Prime sub, Brado. I'm just clearing off empty packs real quick because they're starting to spill over. All right. Let's do it. Well, your name is pretty obvious. But yeah, you, aside from being on the list, we would have to get our best like minds on that case to figure it out. Is there any significance to that name? I feel like that's like a baseball player or something. Not that I even watch baseball. Yeah, there you go. No, that's part of the system. If you buy into breaks, you get rewarded with Beach Bucks. You were thinking baseball when you said it? I'm in your head, dude. Our minds were like connected for that 1 second. Eddie Den. Very nice for Psychic. Back to back for Psychic. All right. Is this where the pattern's going to start? 2 Psychic energies? Then a fighting and a fire? Bowling Kid? What were you streaming, my guy? First rate of 2025. What's up, dude? Welcome to Pack Open with Person. Rocket League? How was the Rocket League going, dude? Rocket League in 2025, dude. God bless. Very nice water. Were you guys just playing ranked, or was there a tournament during, like, you know, one of those tournaments where you could win the skins? We started 6-0 and ended like 8-9. Ooh. 6-0 is. They should give you like a plaque for that, huh? Not even kidding. 6-0 ain't easy. It sucked at the end. Hey. Without the sucky feelings, what would winning feel like? Winning would just feel like nothing. It makes the wins that much sweeter. Are you guys at a level where you're calling plays? We're running Statue of Liberty. Next tip off, let's go. We're running dodecahedron on 3. Kickoff plays. You know what my kickoff play is? You flip into it and you do a little boost. That's my kickoff play. My play is watching from the net as the closest teammate that I randomly queued with is AFK, and the ball goes perfectly in the top corner, and I don't have any boost. Because, I don't know, it's pretty much just Rocket League. You queue up for a game, and they're just like, alright, it's time to go make a bowl of cereal. But alright, be right back, dude. Love you. And then I got like a 72-hour ban for saying thank you for going AFK in my ranked game. Because the kid who had to go get his chicken nuggies from mommy reported me probably. I'm wondering how the cheating scene is for Rocket League. Because I feel like every competitive game is all cheaters lately that I've been playing. I'll ask Bowler when he comes back. And if you haven't already, drop Bowler a follow. Nearly impossible to cheat in Rocket League. Listen, dude. They got software that can, like, teleport you and just lock onto everyone. It's 100% possible for them to make a script that just locks onto the ball and perfectly hits it every time. I promise you, if you Google Rocket League cheats, you probably have like 20 different websites. I've experienced it once or twice. It's not common, but I've experienced it. With all the videos that I've watched revolving around this subject, real man, no cheat is foolproof. Or no anti-cheat is. Oh, there you go. You never want... I have, and it was crazy. The dude was like teleporting around and the ball was just in the back of our net. It looked like he was lagging, but it wasn't. Maybe it's like with every game, though. It's like the top, like, 1% of the ladder. That's where all the cheaters are. There's always a way around it, dude. The craziest setups I've seen is another entire computer running the cheat. And then there's like a virtual mouse that plugs into the computer you're playing on. That's undetectable. And people will spend $2,000 on an entire other computer. Just the cheat. Imagine that, dude. I can't imagine that existence. Isn't Rocket League on Game Pass? So like people could just make another account right away? Because that was the case. Oh, I believe you, but every other game that I've played, dude, that has any sort of competitive scene, full of cheaters. And it's ridiculous, and there's nothing being done about it. Counter-Strike, straight up unplayable. That's what they do. Even in Sea of Thieves, dude. Of all the games, they ruined my favorite game. In 2025, I hope they just start charging individuals who cheat in games. Just make it illegal. Government wouldn't be against it because they get more money and fines and whatnot. And after a couple examples get made, it doesn't happen anymore. Oh, there's plenty of time, dude. I think we still haven't hit halfway yet. What were you saying about electric? Hello. Well, pretty much, Chris. That's the whole reason why I switched to zombies. Like, 100%. Every time I would do well in Counter-Strike, the opponent would just disconnect, reconnect, and all of a sudden they're hitting headshots through walls. Guess you gotta talk for it. That's how we go. That's how we do it, dude. And the reason why he's asking is so he can add Beige Bucks. Because you get Beige Bucks for buying it. I mean, Chris, I've streamed like my gameplay. I'm still like I'm still very fresh. I'm not like at a level where I could be on a professional team, but I'm definitely like way better than the average. It happened on stream and off stream where I was just popping off in Counter Strike, just doing everything, and then the opponent just disconnects, reconnects, and all of a sudden they're just at 30 kills in a game where people average around like 12. I'm not at a point where I can make an excuse for age yet, but I've like before I make any accusations like that, I've played the game for a long time. And then when you get to a level of skill, you can tell when someone is better or someone is cheating. And it's like, it's very obvious. You play just to play at this point. It's a big part of my life and just, I enjoy it. I like the competitive nature of games. And it really ruins a game for me once I see cheaters. I'm just like kind of checked out. Looks like Magikarp. Yeah. Unless you mean Magikarp. But legitimately, Chris, 99% of the reason why I even switched to zombies was because I was just done with dealing with a cheater every game. I'm not going to dedicate time to get better at something in a game if they don't dedicate any time to, like, police it. The Sea of Thieves one left a really bad taste in my mouth because it's just like there's not even any rank beyond, and even then there's not a rank that's like, it's just earning skins in the competitive mode. But then once I saw cheaters like in the open world, I was like, all right, I'm not doing this anymore. Of all the games, like, you had to ruin one of my favorites. Like, I truly love Sea of Thieves. And then you got people teleporting on boats and stuff, and it's like, why even bother? I'd imagine that player base has been on a steady decline. That's mainly on Call of Duty. Call of Duty, their competitive scene is in a very bad spot because their servers have been horrible. Like, Zombies is okay. There's issues with it, but it's pretty solid. But, like, a lot of, like, streamers and competitive people in Call of Duty have quit. Because I was watching videos on that, and it's like a big thing right now. And people getting banned in voice chat for like auto detection. They went a little too overboard. Because honestly, getting called trash in a game builds character. Now you just can't say anything, and it's like, what is this? Oh, I got banned for saying thanks for going AFK in Rocket League. That's all I said. I didn't even say anything like swearing or anything. It was a 48-hour or 72-hour ban. And I was like, alright, I'm just not going to play. But you reward the kid who goes AFK and we get scored on because of it in my ranked game. I honestly, like, as a kid, it was hilarious, especially if it was someone older. The messages that you would get on like Xbox, hilarious. But I think talking smack is a part of it's a part of everything. It's apart from sportsmanship, I enjoy a little smack talk. I think it's part of the game. It's mental. Especially a video game, of all things. You get someone tilted and it's free. That's how it goes. In Counter-Strike, you can pretty much get away with anything in voice chat, but type will probably get you banned. I'm betting that I'm going to be out of Great Balls pretty soon, too. But I think I have enough to buy another 10 Ultra Balls, which may put me at 30, hopefully. If not, it's 20. And hopefully I don't use those up by the time I can buy 10 more and just be back where I was. Alright, fighting, go off. Well, what's funny, Chris, like in Zombies, and I'm pretty sure like in the actual game, but I don't know because I don't play it, but in Zombies, the characters swear. So to ban someone just for swearing is interesting. At least set the bar to like be, you can say whatever the character's saying, game. Galvantula. Need some more sleeves. Yeah. I guess another big thing that's been happening too that kind of put Call of Duty or Activision in the news in a negative light was there was a strike for voice actors after they used AI generated voice of the voice actors without their permission, so that they didn't have to pay the voice actors. So they all went on strike, and they haven't really budged. I think they're just replacing everything, which is kind of nuts. So a lot of like the voices that people used in like the zombies or whatever, a lot of those voices got changed and they just didn't say anything after the voice actor asked for more money because it was being used without their permission, which is not right. But I think the response of not paying them is also not right as well, especially if you hired them to begin with. Oh my gosh, the gold energies are all coming out today. All different ones too. Another one from, well, this is Sword and Shield, but still not easy to pull. It's not too bad. I'd put that at a 9. Maybe you squeeze a 10. I think Battle Styles didn't have any gold energies for whatever reason. Well, I guess like Black Ops is the preferred one out of the two, where Modern Warfare is not liked as much when it comes to like competitive gameplay, I guess. I'm not really. This is the first Call of Duty I've played since like Black Ops 2, and I'm only playing zombies. I haven't touched the regular version, like the actual game. Dead Island. Those zombie games were interesting, if it's the same one I'm thinking of, where it's like, maybe it wasn't Dead Island, but maybe Dead Rising. Was it the one in the mall? I'm enjoying zombies. It's holding my attention, but after that, maybe DayZ again. We'll see. The base building itch is coming back a little bit. Oh. Not the game I was thinking of. Gotcha. I thought it would have been the same makers, but I don't think it is. I need to grab another water at some point, but I'm gonna try and tough it out while I can. I have a little bit left in here, right? Go back to Uno. Just go back to like, just like coloring. What's up, Bowler? Add wood to the furnace? That's intense. Did you have to chop the wood down too? Not even kidding? Because that's, honestly, that's, it sounds like it sucks, but like in reality, like that's, I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just resetting the hollows and reverse hollows because the pile was starting to get sketchy. We're just plowing through this feast. There's a lot of hits. And then the hollows and reverse hollows don't even get me started. What else, Bowler? I hope the start of your 2025 has been just having fun. That's good. I hope your start of your 2025 has been good. Yeah, I've got sick as well, as you, if you've been here, I think you know. I don't know what the hell this is. It's the plague. But it sets my sinuses on fire and makes it really hard for me to just do anything. What's the action? Thank you. Appreciate you. It's the normal now. Well, Haley brought it into the house, and then I just got it, so it's good. I was on the cusp of fighting it off before I had it full blown, and then just didn't work. That's why we kept it a little bit light today. Just did the feast, and now I gotta do the 30 bundles. And then we start Friday with the 50 that were just bought. That Green Ninja. after 2 hours of streaming though and still being sick, I'm starting to feel it, but I'm not going to stop until we're done. We'll get through this easy. It's just getting through the 30 bundles, which shouldn't be too bad. It's like 3 boxes. By Friday, I'll hopefully at least be like 90% better. That melodic is very clean. The problem is getting rest because it's been hard to sleep with the sinuses on fire. I gotta be close to running out of Great Balls, that's for sure. Ooh, almost level 3. Or working on level 3. I just need to grab another water, hold on. Despite being sick, though, I'll say that I feel like I've made pretty good time on this. Fire. But yeah, if I stream on the gaming channel tomorrow, we'll go for all melee kills, do something crazy or funny. Ooh, dragon. There you go. Not easy to pull that either. Clean fire. The amount of gold energies today has been pretty nuts, though. I'm sorry if I'm less animated. I'm just conserving energy. Because it is taking its toll. Being sick. It's very annoying. Sandy Guest. Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening while we're opening. I know it kind of went quiet because I'm in autopilot mode and it's getting late. And it's Wednesday. It feels like it should be Friday, but it's not. Yes. Dendra. More grass. Nice little sorting session, I respect it. So, you made it to what round, Petsnick, on zombies? 30 something? $37 is good. 31 or 30 is when zombies get more health. So it's like you really feel it. 37 solo is really good. I don't know if you can do a 2-man session. I think you can. You should be able to. Will you be able to play with me tomorrow or no? No big deal if you can't. Yeah, alright. You got the boss done last time we played together on the bowling map. Now you need the boss for the new map. Or not the new map, but Terminus. I did that boss fight a couple times just with randos. Turn off squad foe. Gotcha. I still have to do the challenge of completing the bowling map boss in under 30 minutes, I think it is. Which there's strats for doing that. It's just difficult. You have to use the strat with the vacuum gun. And that was a solo. I don't know if it would be easier with 2 people. I'd imagine you just do it a different way. I'll start doing homework on that. I'm gonna have to split up these last 2 files because they're getting a little wobbly. More steel. Love iron treads. What's been your favorite gun so far? Other than the pocket nuke that I showed you when I just rage bought it that one game. I have the. I bought the skin for that because I had free points. It looks really cool. It's like a gumball gun. All right, let's split this up. Well, I bought that bundle. You could use it on Gobblegums. I would say save your really, really good ones if you're going to eventually go for like Solo 100 or what's it called? Other challenges like that. Yeah. Because they've been really like I've not been getting lucky on getting the really good ones. I'll get them here and there, but very rarely. Battle Styles was the set where I got 2 golds in 1 pack. This was one of them. That is, I haven't seen that card in so long. Dude, gold is the theme for this year, I guess. Congrats to Water. The other gold's the Houndoom, I think. That auxiliary is very difficult to pull. This break is full of surprises. And despite me appearing to slow down, I'm still doing Audrey's after this. 30 bundles. We'll close with that. We're going to muscle through the rest of this easy. So that way Friday we start fresh. There's also a calling card, Tetsnick, that we both should go for. It's you go down after popping Perkaholic in like the first like 10 seconds or 30 seconds after using it. But if the other person has, there's another gum that revives everyone and they don't lose any of their buffs. That way it isn't a waste. Because otherwise, doing that solo, you just waste like one of the best gum, well, the best gum in the game. I also need to change one of my augments because Quick Revive prevents me from dying, and that would be devastating. I wonder if I'm any closer. Oh, I still have a significant amount. Less than 400 though. I'm surprised yours isn't higher, Tesnick. I feel like you've been... yours would be pretty high. Because all it is Pokemon caught in stream. So I guess for Friday, I'll shoot to have 100 bundles made because the next 50 were already sold. That way there'll be another 50 in stock. Or we just focus on breaks beyond the 50 bundles. I don't know. I'll see what I do tomorrow. See, Gilbert's isn't high either, but I guess he started playing a little bit later. And Gilbert, did you win the bet for leveling the fastest in Pokemon Go amongst your friends? Or is that still going on? Or is it just a race, whoever gets there first? No one played after? I could see that. That'll burn you out really quick. It's like what happened with me in Sea of Thieves when I was grinding the level 100 for the Ghost Curse. I stopped playing for a while after that. And then when I came back, the cheaters were just everywhere. That was probably one of the most challenging things I achieved in a video game for sure. Well, you're going to be burned out after that. Well, after playing it... See, that's why I play it in spurts lately. Like, if it's nice, I'll play it for a couple days in a row, maybe a couple weeks. Then I'll take a break, come back to it. The raids were fun. Ended up getting that shiny Rayquaza. I wouldn't say quit altogether, because that's just such a waste. Just play every once in a while. It's still enjoyable that way. All right, we're in the final stretch here. Tell you what, even without seeing what's in these last two, crazy good feast. The amount of hits is crazy. Another happy birthday Pikachu with another Pikachu. Electric just eating. And again, I'm sorry if my enthusiasm has wavered towards the end of this, but I am still sick and it is sucking right now. But it's okay. We're right at the finish line. And oh my gosh, another Venusaur. Getting two of them is nuts. Getting one of them is difficult, but like two of them, psh. This was a solid break. Pikachu Parade is right. The full art Alakazam. Clean for Psychic. That's you, Tetsnick, as well? I didn't even realize you had Psychic with grass. $151 is treating us real good out of 10 packs. Sunburn base. What do we got here? A Lapras. The Lapras Hyper from Sun and Moon, I really want to see again. It's such a unique Hyper. It's like circles in the background. By Hyper, I mean rainbow. If that's the proper terminology. I don't know. I just say rainbow. Umbreon as well. Last stream we got an Umbreon out of Celebrations as well. Alright, Evolving Skies. Little Alt Rayquaza for the road. Or Moonbreon. Or anything else, honestly. Duraludon, Dragon. And a break this big, dude, we just see everything evening out. I love it. And a Rayquaza. Back to back for Dragon. looks like Burning Shadows is going to be the last set in the stack. Full Art and Amorous Psychic. So this feast was like over 10 boxes. Yep. No, 2 packs under. But 10 boxes, let's be honest. I have to be running out of great balls. I did not have, I had like single digits. It's crazy that I went through all of the Premier balls that I have because I only buy by the 10s for the Premier ball. That Radiant Gardevoir Psychic. Yeah, but like completing the dailies, are you talking about just the Discord daily? Because even then, it's not like that much. Generally speaking, I only get like a couple $100 from that. And if I want to buy 10 Ultra Balls, that's $10K. Doesn't help that much. Unless I switch back to Great Balls, then I'd be in better shape, to be honest. But Ultra Balls just have such a better catch rate. I think it's like 70? Or is it 80? I didn't do mine yet. Let me do it. Three Friend Ball, 3 Night Ball, Poke Daily Reset, and 500. It's not horrible. Oh, he got a good outcome on the Snowball. Is that what the reset does? I'll do it after this. Yeah, you can read the chat? I'm gonna get the bad outcome again. I'm down. Roll the dice. I think it's Pokey Snowball. The Hyperzard still eludes us, but still a solid feast. Damn it, dude. It's okay. I don't. That doesn't matter because I'm using Pokeballs and Great Balls anyway. Chaz got money out of his. Well, you might as well use. Just use the next two on me. Hopefully, one of them is money. You have to have them in your inventory. So if you don't have them, you can't do it. It's an item earned for like a Christmas event or winter event. Oh, damn. You got to give it to someone else. Maybe hit Tetsnick. All right, let's go over these hits, and then we're going to open Audrey's. And if someone wants to keep count of how many hits there are, because I'm not going to count them, because it takes too long. Yeah, we're already off camera with the amount of hits. I just got the bad outcome. It knows that it's the streamer, I think. Hold on, just grabbing this last thing I need right here. Yeah, I'm opening Audrey's specs. I just had to grab a couple things real quick. Alright. Congrats to everyone who is in this feast. It's a lot of heat. Dude, everyone got good outcomes. It means your odds increased. No, that's not what that means. It says I'm more likely to miss. That's really weird terminology. Oh, then, okay. feel like they could have worded that better. Just say 18% more likely to catch. Why are we doing a double negative? Basic grammar is just going out the window. It's TikTok. That's the reason for this. It's lowering the IQ. There's like a lot of hits that you don't see a lot of too. Congrats to everyone. And thank you for making this first stream amazing. I still have more to open after this, but very nice. Solid break all around. $117. It's pretty good. That means it was like better than 17 hits per box. If we round it up to 10 boxes. 11.7 hits per box. So like 12 hits. Thank you for counting, Chucky. Appreciate you. All right, let's line up orders. And then that'll be it for the first stream of this year. Already putting up big numbers for packs opened. In the new set, are there going to be... Usually Chucky, yeah. Alright, we're going to do Audrey's all at once. I'm just going to lay them all out. But she for sure got 4 booster boxes. It's okay, Chuck. You're allowed to use the restroom. And Audrey gets her own mini feast of 3 boxes. He was taking an obesity flames. I don't know what that means, dude. The one thing about playing with randos, though, Testnick, is sometimes... I don't know if you were watching that stream, but Gilbert was in there, and a couple other people I'm sure were there. I was playing with a group of beautiful Latinos that were talking exactly like Hector from Fast and Furious, and the dude's name was El Vato. Best thing ever. And that's when I was called Pistolero. I couldn't think straight from how hard I was laughing. You ever seen that meme about Hector from Fast and the Furious? That, like, he's legit played the same character in every movie he's ever been in. And he's like, it's the same name, too. No, it's not. I would say it's not the same beyond the first couple movies. Just because it turned into Star Wars. Did I do the math wrong? Times 6 is 180. So I guess closer to 4 boxes. Because 108 is 3. So it's like 4 boxes. No big deal. All right. That is all laid out for Audrey. Let me open some top loaders. We're going to get right into this. It's still not as much as what we just opened. It's not too bad. I've done worse. Like, literally, I just did worse. Well, we just did the record break, or not the record break, but the first break of 2025, which was the feast. And now I'm doing 30 bundles that I had left over from last stream, because I was way worse sick. I'm still sick now, but I rolled it over to this stream. So Audrey has 30 bundles, and she won 4 booster boxes because that's what was left. All right. Well, that's not how that works, but sure. I'm not like actively trying to infect people, but even during COVID, the transmission of whatever bacteria or germs that caused COVID, the virus, would not survive through the mail. I actually did homework on that because people were concerned. But yeah, it's a good way to be positive. First day of 2025. God bless you. That's fine. I'm not going nowhere. Swirly. But yeah, in the event that you were being serious of that being a concern, viruses would not survive the transit to you on your cards. But I know I don't have a virus. I just have a sinus thing, and I'm already over it. I'm on the back end of it. But thank you for your concern. All right, I'm pulling. Audrey, thank you for being patient with me. All of your hits and the boxes are going to be opened up now. Well, the boxes will be sent sealed, since you got 4 coming your way. Yeah, this is like half of what we just opened, so won't be too bad at all. The Venusaur is coming out tonight. I don't understand why. You almost never see this card. It's just a Venusaur kind of day. It's not easy to pull either. Haven't seen the Zard from Celebrations in a while. Speaking of Zard, right when I talk about it, Zard number 2 of 2026. Add that on up to the counter. Yeah, 2025. Night, Baller. Thanks for the raid, buddy. See you tomorrow on the gaming channel if you're around. Swirly is just on me right now, huh? Honestly, I appreciate that, because getting the year wrong would be crazy. Kind of reminded me of my speech teacher that used to count my ums. You would count all your ums during the speech, and you would take off a percentage point for each time you said it. The Venusaur was from Celebrations. If it was an Evo one, it would be full art. This is, I should probably put Audrey's name on here. These are Audrey's bundles that were left over that I still had to open. And the next 50 batch of bundles was just purchased, so that'll be opened on Friday. So I'll have to make 100 bundles so I can have another 50 in stock. Seven so far. I'm doing good. Thank you. Good thing your grading doesn't matter. Not anymore. It used to matter in high school. I love that class though. That teacher was awesome. But yeah, Boondoodles. And I don't think I said other than using it like in a sentence, not as a filler, but like referring to the word. I don't think I used it 7 times. Oh, so you're counting it when I'm using it as a noun, not a filler. Gotcha. If I start rapid firing that word, I don't think you're going to be able to keep up. That would have been a crazy way to just tank your grade on a speech, though. If he counted the percentage point, he's just like, I'm just going to give you a 0. So what you up to, Swirly? Oh, that's one for you. Come on now. How's the start of your 2025? The mountain of packs from last break has made a nice big mess on my desk. Spilling over from the garbage can. Very nice quarry down. Very nice Blastoise. Also, keep an eye on the website. Swirly, are you okay? Like, I like the energy. I love sarcasm. But you came in here hot. Are you okay, my friend? I love you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Were you in New Orleans when that happened? Because Haley wanted to go. Like, she's like, I really want to go to like the ball drop once. And I'm like, if I were a person, and this is a bad way to look at the world, but it's the world we live in. If I were a person that was planning to attack or just an act of terrorism, I feel like the ball drop in New York or any of those major areas is always going to be a prime target. And I'd rather not be there during anything happening because it's probably like the most traumatic and horrifying thing to be a part of. That's why I'm against going to like big events like New Year's. Like I would not want to be in Times Square. You don't do big crowd. I'll do big crowds and events, but like New Year's, if something happens and people just start stampeding, even if you survived whatever happened, like you're gonna like be stampeded too. I don't know. We go to like State Fair because honestly, everyone's in a good mood at State Fair. They're just drinking and eating. I don't think I've ever seen a fight happen at State Fair because it's just such a happy place. And it's Wisconsin. We're just chilling. But my heart goes out to anyone who was there or anyone. I didn't even know what happened because I was sick, and me and Haley, we fell asleep. We missed the ball drop. There's shootings at your state fairs? Oh, man. Yeah, dude, now in Wisconsin. I grew up and lived in Chicago, like, my whole life. If not directly Chicago, the suburbs. Went to school at Loyola, lived there too. And going from there to Wisconsin is like night and day. You don't get... Dude, people... When you have a system run by people, people are inherently flawed. So whatever systems they have in place are going to be flawed. Maybe the guy didn't think you'd have to put up a hydraulic thing, or I don't even know the details of the whole thing. I didn't even read about it yet. People like that. We're family friendly on here, by the way, Swirly. Just letting you know because it'll hold back your swears, and unless we're on the gaming channel, then we can swear. People that do stuff like that, they need a special kind of punishment. Honestly, they need to be made an example of, so it discourages it. Because I feel like in the past couple of years, stuff like that. There was just one in Wisconsin, but that was like in the city with a car. Tetsnick, you were there, were you not? Well, he just went to sleep. Criminal, I think if you're still here. Well, it should be saved. I think death is too easy for them. That as a punishment. I think that they need to be kept alive in perpetual agony for doing that. With a live video feed. Because they don't deserve humanity for doing something that inhumane. Humanity is reserved for those who have, morals and feel bad. Respect life. But, yeah. That's why I wouldn't go to, a big event like the ball drop or something, because I feel like that's just always going to be a prime target. Honestly, one of his best movies. I love that movie. It's one where you're actually kind of rooting for the bad guy, because he's not really that bad. I just watched Den of Thieves. I've seen that movie like 100 times. He's really good in that too. His character is really sad though, but it's kind of self-inflicted. Den of Thieves, I think, is one of the best movies to recently come out, for sure. Not to make light of what happened, but it is always shocking. It's not shocking to me because the majority of people aren't waking up in the morning and saying, hey, I'm just going to commit mass murder. Because life is hard as it is. We don't need to be making it hard on everyone else. That's the reason why these big events, like in general, there's not. But there's always a percentage because it's a large group of people. And law of percentages, there's a better chance or higher chance of something happening. It's... I can't express myself with the words that I want to use because we're family friendly in here. No, hold on. Let me read what you said. Oh, okay. I thought you said, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. You're saying, what you actually said was, you're surprised more people weren't killed. Different. Sorry, I misread. I mean, I feel like maybe they're not too bright to begin with, and eventually, thankfully, they're stopped. Because it's partially stupidity, but like you truly have to have something evil inside of you to decide to do that. It's not just, you can't just rule it out to like he's just dumb, because it's not just that. Like there's plenty of people that are maybe not as smart and decide to not do that. It's like a different part. It's a part of your brain that like maybe is damaged or underdeveloped. I don't know. It sucks that something like that has to happen though. Yeah, but first, this is taking a dark turn. I I hear what you're saying, but I don't know. I feel like the part of their brain that's not as developed or smart enough to not make that decision, they're probably not thinking it through. I don't know. All I know is that, like, that shouldn't be a thing. But I think to discourage it, they definitely need to do better of making an example of people like that. No, yeah, I'm not saying that you like it. I just, I don't know, talking about the possibility of how someone would do that makes me, it like makes me uncomfortable because it's a disgusting thought to have. if that makes sense. It's I think it's like more shocking that you even have to have that thought, because something like this should never happen ever. But it's the world we live in. It sucks. You shouldn't have to worry about something like that happening at an event that's supposed to be happy. That's, I don't know. So inevitably, one policy on here, we don't talk politics because it's never a productive conversation. But alluding to what you just said in a non-political way, I don't trust the government, nor should anybody. And we're lied to on a daily basis. So it doesn't surprise me. And I think you can tell my stance from that answer. Which should be everyone's stance, honestly, because, it's us versus them. And we're losing. We outnumber them like 1,000,000 to 1. Should not be losing that. But yeah. I'm with you. There's always something major that happens whenever there's a changing of guard, so to speak. It seems to be a reoccurring theme. Last one was COVID, so hopefully we don't get that again. Which that was the biggest money-making scheme I've ever seen in my life. These are conversations better had on the gaming channel, because then I can express myself, which I'll be live on tomorrow, hopefully. But you could still have an intelligent conversation without swearing. I'm able to articulate myself without swearing. But it feels better when talking about certain things. 100%. And it's more than that. It's an entire cabinet of people. It's not just one person. It's a whole bunch of people. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous card. And I'm with you on it. But inevitably, conversations like this turn into someone who has a predetermined opinion directing the conversation in a way that's not productive. That's the reason why I try to stay away from these subjects. But I still talk about them. Just because the whole thing is broken. But I feel like that's a real good way to get people to not talk about it, is to have them choose sides, and then there's never any headway on the subject. But that's an entire discussion in itself. The machine, if you will. It's a system made by people, dude. People are inherently flawed last time I checked. So, i.e. the system is going to be flawed. That's my take on it. I want to catch that. We're probably out of great balls. Oh, still got him. I mean, saying always, I feel like, is putting a blanket statement on it, because morals are different from person to person, but it's a safe assumption for that statement, I guess. Because there's definitely certain people that would be less corruptible, or not incorruptible, but less, for sure. But a lot of times, to get that person in power is pretty seldom, because they don't have the desire to control and get to that position. Yeah, for sure. Then you could just say the inherent problem is that there's something to be gained in that position when there shouldn't. If you remove that, then I think it becomes a different thing. But that's, again, another conversation in itself. Okay, we're fighting through it. Yeah. It's, to put a blanket statement on this conversation, because it's inevitably going to go down the wrong road. It's a flawed system. Stuff needs to definitely be changed or reformed. And it's going to take a lot of time and energy to do that. But again, no surprise. People are flawed, i.e. things they create are going to be flawed. And it's a damn shame that that had to happen in New Orleans. To put a nice ribbon on it. Well, then it turns into the issue of them inevitably finding that killing us off is probably the best option. Speaking of AI, I have ChatGPT in here. You could ask it questions. A very dumb version of AI. Actually, I don't know if I have it turned on right now. I'm sorry. I'm sick right now and my brain is working slow. Oh, is it on? Okay, there we go. I thought it was off. It wasn't responding to me earlier. So ChatGPT followed back question. Family friendly, please, and not political, please. Second Zard. And believe it, dude, I'm full tinfoil hat, whatever you want to call it, suspicious of whatever's going on at all times. But I don't have the energy right now because I'm sick. Well, you got to do it with the command. That's a good question. It'd be crazy if it was right and it's unintended error. It's a good cop-out, ChatGPT. The thing that really interests me is people that are using AI to like do stock trades. Because I'm sure there's a very developed version that like only a few people have, or they made on their own. And it's probably just making the money. But the problem is once that becomes like generally as the publicly used, then the stock market turns into an entirely different thing. There you go. I don't know what you asked. You gave me a little bit of a heart attack there. I was like, uh-oh, what happened? Not that I don't trust you, Swirlies, but I just met you. I got my eye on people until I get to know them. As everyone should. It is the internet. Not yet, but we've known each other for about 20 minutes, I think. That's all. Just a little bit of a period of me paying attention. The internet's a crazy place. Usually pretty funny. The quack, the duck. So Swirl, what state you from if you don't mind me asking? If you do mind, don't answer, that's okay. Your first reaction is not to trust. I mean, I think it's good to approach any situation with a level of apprehension. You know what I mean? Just, you're not suspicious of everybody, but you're aware of everything. I know some people say assume the best, but I'm a person that's definitely just keep your eyes open, that's all. Until you know. I don't know if that's so much what's wrong with the world, but if we're getting philosophical here, like, I think it's just good to be aware. But I hear you. It would be nice if you didn't and everyone had the best intentions at all times. But not the world we live in. That's for sure. People's morals differ from person to person. Audrey, you're getting some nice heat here. And I do appreciate these conversations because I kind of go on autopilot while I open, and it goes by a lot quicker. One interesting thing I learned recently from I watch a bunch of different podcasts, especially when they discuss interesting things like this. But we all have too much fear in the bad. I mean, for sure, there's definitely a level of fear mongering that can lead to a pretty toxic environment. And I agree with you on that. But as an individual, right? Not as a group. As an individual, you do have to look out for your best interests. And part of that is, just being careful of other people who don't have your best interest. But even without all that, I think basic animal instincts. Let's talk about a cat, right? A cat, when it's approaching something it doesn't know or understand, you see it's careful. You know what I mean? Not always the smartest, but I think it's partially instinctual too. Chaz, no politics, please. We're moving on the subject, but thank you. We're moving on from that. No, you're good. I just want to nip it in the bud before it turns into something else. Case in point, Swirly. But it's all love. But the reason why I have certain policies in place. Not that you did. You were very respectful of the rule. But even if you skate it, this is what happens. It depends on the dog. But that does support your argument of you're a product of your environment. Which you are. If your environment is putting you in a place that makes you concerned or is telling you to be concerned, that's where you're going to be. So, you're not wrong. The point I was making is, even if you didn't have the stimuli, I think instinctual to be careful is an okay thing. It's just the environment. But the discussion you're having, I think, is more on a philosophical level, which is fine. I agree with you. 100%. It's definitely amplified. Would it be there without it? Probably, but not at the level that it's at now. I'll agree with you on that. But you got to adapt to survive, and I would say that being careful around people you don't know is a pretty good trait to have because of the environment. Just adding to what you've already said, and I agree with. Not arguing with it at all. Or disputing it, I should say. you're preaching to the choir, dude. There's obviously, like, I'm on Twitch right now. We're having this conversation. There's exceptions, right? But something like TikTok, I believe, has destroyed the attention span of a good amount of the population. It is subconsciously made people only tolerate something for 10 to 15 seconds. But phones in general and the nature of how everything... Listen, dude, I'm 30, born in 93. I grew up without the internet and then had the internet. And I think it's a unique perspective to have. For sure, the game has been changed. I remember how profoundly, like, MySpace affected all the social circles. If you were on someone's top friends, if someone got moved from the top friends, like, it turned it into a very different environment. But 100% Swirly, I'm in agreement with TikTok, like, is systematically destroying attention spans. And people will say, no, it's good. But, like, zoom out from it. I have never downloaded it. I hate it. I hated it from the beginning. I'll post to it clips from here, but I use a third-party app to post to it. I don't even, like, open TikTok per se. Oh, 100%. I experienced that in even, like, the games I play, dude. On zombies, if something happens to someone in the first 5 seconds, they just leave. And it's like, I don't care, because I'm in it for the long haul usually. I miss... There are things that I miss from when before the internet was the internet, but it's not all bad, because I was able to create an entire way to provide for myself from the internet. So, like, I can't hate it, because it brought all these beautiful people in our community here. I would never have met all of these people. I would say if you clean up most of the bad stuff, like TikTok, I hate TikTok, dude. I hate it so much. And the fact that it's literally like installing a keylogger on your phone. It records everything that you've ever typed if you've installed TikTok on your phone. Passwords, social security numbers, whatever. But nobody talks about that. Hopefully there's not one day where everyone's funds from banks just disappear. Facebook has turned into just a bot farm, literally. The only reason why I still have Facebook is for this, to post. Because you have to. Personally, I don't think I've posted a single thing to my Facebook since, like, 8 years ago. I tag people in, like, I tag like a few people in funny things I find, but I'm never on it. That Gardevoir is very clean, by the way. That's from Celebrations. And Swirly, honestly, dude, if you like pack openings, if you like Pokemon, that's beside the point. Genuinely, I appreciate you coming in here and talking. I love talking to people about this stuff, and just in general. It. I've been sick, like in agony, barely being able to sleep because my sinuses were on fire, and this helped me get through the last of this because I was on my last leg. If I had to do this and just not talk to anybody to distract my mind from me being sick, I probably would have been in a lot worse shape. And welcome to the family, my guy. If you come back, I hope you do. If you don't, that's okay too. I hope you have a good life. And that's not me ending the conversation. I'm just letting you know as we approach these last couple stacks. I try to be as genuine as possible. I'm not one of those cookie cutter personalities that you see on these platforms, but you regret getting on Facebook, but I did it for family. I got on Facebook right when it came out because I was in grade school, and if you didn't have one, you were a loser. At first you needed a college email, and then that went away really quickly because you could just make one up. There's no way for them to confirm it. It was the couple fights that I got in as a kid was because of Facebook, literally. Having one back then made you a loser, but you had to go with the crowd when you were younger. Otherwise, you were just an outcast or ostracized. Kids are little savages, dude. It's tribal mentality because they're not fully developed, and it's kill or be killed, honestly. In a way that's, obviously not as savage as that, but socially. And if you left on that note, I guess you're not going to hear it anyway, but genuinely, I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, it's full of bots, John. They're not even real people on there anymore. It's just a bunch of robot accounts that are just commenting on stuff. There's also a theory that internet theory that 90% of the internet, the interactions you see are all fake. They're not real. Which is an interesting theory. And you wonder how much of that is actually true. Obviously everyone in here is real. For the most part, at least you're interacting with me. Intelligent responses. But I think there's something to that. How much of the internet is just fake generated interactions. Some winners. Oh, I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, John, because I love you. And that's the way you are, and I love it. Dude, I've destroyed this room with the amount of packs I've opened today. I love it. It's all over the place. The garbage can is just full. One thing I wanted to do for New Year's, I'll do it this week. I want to buy a square garbage can instead of this big circle one because it would actually fit right up to the desk, and I think it would be a little bit better at containing the mess and not having it just fall on the floor. Not entirely, but a good percentage of it, because then it could just be, there's no gaps. That's getting a little wobbly. We're going to split up this. And I don't think Audrey's here, but if you do watch it on the replay, Audrey, it's been a pleasure, and I'm happy that I fought through it. Because I could have threw in the towel and said, nah, I don't feel good, but I didn't want to do that for the first stream of 2025. I didn't want this sickness determining the outcome of today. Just to spite it. Oh yeah, those are just fake accounts. But I think you're surprised you have not contacted the city to get additional can for outside. Oh, that's not really an issue. I could fit it inside the recycling pretty easily. This is more of before it goes to the curb. I don't have like the garbage can that wheels out in here. This is just a can that I bought at like Menards years ago. But no, it's never really been an issue. The recycling every other week, everything fits generally pretty well. And John, regardless of, you know, those people that were messaging you, if they were even female, they could have just been a dude messaging you pretending to be a girl, which is pretty common. But yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that, John, but the internet's the internet. Oh yeah. No, because I put it in the recycling, and we don't really have too much recycling, like week to week. Sometimes it's more than others. Like if it lines up where like we run out of like, you know, laundry detergent or something, and it's a big container. But even then. So what I'm hearing is you're really trashy. Correct. You're not wrong. Maybe not in the traditional sense of the insult, but I do create a lot of trash by opening packs. But I recycle. I don't know if you were stuck in an ad, Swirly, but I was saying, if you didn't hear me, I was just saying thank you genuinely for hanging out in here and having a conversation with me. And the ads are not my doing, that is Twitch. John, be careful with the use of the word slut, because I feel like that's just a good way to get auto. You didn't hear that? You were bouncing around? Yeah, I was just saying, you know, to your comment of people not interacting, I've definitely seen it affect the stream. If people want to watch and not say anything, by all means, if that's what you want to do, I don't want to force people to talk, but I do appreciate it, and it makes, especially on a day like this where I'm not feeling 100% at all, it helps it go by quicker. Because then my mind isn't just thinking about, wow, I feel like crap right now. A tink. And there go all the great balls. Oh, I know you did, John, because I know exactly how you are. Some of the people that you see talking in here, dude, they've been in here since day one, and it's gonna be 8 years, I think, in April. We're definitely a tight knit group. I love everybody who's a part of this group. What was I doing? You like to think the best people. You have thick skin, so nothing really offends me. Brado, that's perfect. It's okay. You're just here so you don't get fined. I forgot genuinely what I was about to do. How about them Packers? So here's my take on being like a super fan of a sports team. Unless I have money on the line, i.e. betting, I don't have any emotional connection to any team. I stopped caring. I grew up in Chicago, dude. The Bears have sucked for a long time. The Bulls had a ray of light, and then it was gone. And the hockey team was good, and now they're not. Well, we do live in Wisconsin now, so that was a relevant joke. So I appreciate it. A little play on words, if you will. I think that they have machines to put the cards in the packs. No, yeah. The machines are probably, they need to be maintained. But other than that, they're pretty reliable. I appreciate it. I'm increasingly more sarcastic depending the mood I'm in. Be it very happy or very sad. Or upset. Are you, Chaz? It should be a good time. Sorry, I just had a yawn, but it wasn't a tired yawn. It was more of like air, a breathing yawn. And Brado, don't feel bad for not talking. Listen, I'm here for your pleasure. I'm here to entertain. I just enjoy talking to people. Spotted Cow was the first, one of like the first things that like when I got here, and I was like, okay, this is like the best beer ever. Me and my business partner Nick, who's my best friend, whenever we would have like a break in between releases, we would drive up to the Dells and just spend like, even if it was like 2 or 3 days. Dells is a good time. It's an interesting place because like, to me, it's in a spot that doesn't really make sense in terms of like why they built what the Dells is, where it is. There are so many like big, beautiful lakes in Wisconsin. You would think it would be on a lake. It's not. There's like lakes nearby, kind of. They gotta smuggle it back, dude. I want to go visit their brewery, do like a tour, but they're pretty far north, I think. Oh, 100%, Draco. We've gotten snow on and off. In our area, we're closer to Illinois, but it's been not as bad. And Draco, 100%. I don't have any like ill intentions or like think lower of people that don't talk. If you need a watch just to turn your brain off because you had a bad day or life is just sucking right now, I'm okay with that. I'm here for you. You have a case here at home and you pop a bottle only for special occasions. Well, you can't keep it for that long. Otherwise, it's going to start tasting a little funny. I got like I've tried like a lot of their different flavors, the like New Glarus or whatever it's called. And they made a raspberry one. It might have been like the best thing I ever tried, like alcohol related. I was like, damn, this is pretty good. And I'm not a person who drinks daily. I'll definitely drink on special occasions here and there. But I could never do it every day. That's for sure. But I tried the raspberry one. Really good. Honestly, everything in their lineup, I haven't tasted anything and I thought it sucked. Like, everything's been good. But Spotted Cow is like a solid, just consistent thing to have in the fridge. I would say is really good. They have it at Costco up here. So, like, whenever you run low, you just get a case to have on hand. It's nice. Yeah. It's not like... I found it at the... like a specialty store. I don't know if they'll have it like in supermarkets, but if you go to like an actual like alcohol place or beer place, they probably will have it. Breaks are one of the few things that bring you joy. I was here at the beginning, been on and off these streams. Oh, 100%, dude. If I can give you a couple hours of just you're escaping from whatever situation you're in, I'm ecstatic because I know how that feels. So 100% my heart goes out to people like that, Draco. People like you. You trade Spotted Cow for St. Elmo's cocktail sauce? Is that like, I'm not a big cocktail sauce guy, but like, is that like a pretty, like, like people go for that because it's only in Indiana? I guess you have to be like whenever, if I have like shrimp, I'm more of a put lemon on shrimp kind of guy. I guess that would be the only occasion. You got 4 booster boxes. So it's not like it's a cocktail sauce that's spicy. Okay. That's interesting. I've never heard of it. Okay. You could ask ChatGPT too. It'll give us a little tidbit on it. One of the nice things of having it in chat. Like, what are they known for? Famous people go. Okay. I went to the Indy racetrack with my dad a long time ago when they hosted a Formula One race there. I saw Schumacher. Now, when it says jumbo shrimp, we're talking like big, right? Not like ridiculous like lobster size, but definitely bigger than a regular shrimp. Okay. So, a little background on me. Sicilian. And everyone in my family who didn't open a restaurant went construction or, did whatever. So, grew up in a pizza place. definitely familiar with that restaurant scene. But that sounds interesting. Whenever I'm in that area, I remember a couple times for fun we drove to the Horseshoe because when you lived in the city, it was like 20 minutes. You take like the Skyway or whatever it's called. And that's pretty big. It's essentially like a lobster tail at that point. It's got to be difficult to maintain that level of shrimp, dude. You got to buy the biggest shrimp every time. Like, I'm sure, like, you know, you could buy specifically big shrimp, but still, that's intense. And also, as you know, this is the last thing I'm opening for tonight. As our time together wavers, you know, the people that are always here are obviously, thank you for making this first day awesome, despite me being sick. And all the new people, I hope you keep coming back, at least, you know, every once in a while, just to check in, say what's up, hang out in here, have these discussions, because I love them. It helps stream go by quicker, especially when I'm sick. But even if I'm not sick, I like having these conversations. It's right next door downtown. It's co-owned by Peyton Manning. That's pretty sick. I'm sure he shows up there every once in a while. Does he live in Indiana? I think so, right? Well, he's a pretty prominent sportscaster, so maybe not. Maybe he has a house there. At least my guess would be. I got to meet Mike Ditka at Ditka's as the football captain. All the football captains from 8th grade got to meet him. The shrimp. Not sure anymore. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't been following. Not worth living in Indiana. Well, I wouldn't move somewhere for the shrimp, that's for sure. But if I'm ever in that area, I gotta check it out. And the fact that it's a steakhouse, I'm sure it's really good steak. All right, as I pack this up, again, I can't thank you guys enough because without you guys, the channel, me, the community, it's nothing. So thank you all for being here and getting in the breaks because I love doing it for real, all of you. Tomorrow, I'll be on the gaming channel. We'll be playing some zombies in Black Ops 6. I think I'm just going to go, just to make it a funny stream, I'm going to do a melee weapon only. See you tomorrow on the gaming channel if you want to pop by. Otherwise, I'll see you all Friday. The drill is pretty good. Well, the vacuum is not a melee weapon. Even though you could make the argument that sometimes it is. When you hit people with it. So, tomorrow gaming stream. Back here on Friday. Thank you all. Keep an eye on the website. We'll have breaks posted. Love every single one of you. You're all beautiful. Welcome, Swirls. Definitely come back. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on here. Exclamation Point Gaming every Tuesday, Thursday. And you guys have a good, well, it's actually the first day of the year is over because it's midnight by me. But see you guys tomorrow. Love you.